What's up YouTube? Nick here for the hashtag Very Cool Guys. And if you don't know, I just recently started HVAC school. I'm going to become an HVAC technician. Here I have my Veto Pro Pack bag that we're going to try to outfit today with some apprentice HVAC tools, and I'm going to show you what's in this Milwaukee bag, which I've been using for the past couple days as my tool bag. But I want to switch all my tools from the Milwaukee bag over to the Veto Pro Pack. Thank you, and we're going to get started right after this. So, welcome back to the video. The first thing I want to get out of this Milwaukee bag and into this Veto Pro Pack bag is some of the heavy stuff. So instead of filling the hand tool side up first, we're going to start with the big and bulky things. I think that would be the way to go. And one of the first big and bulky things are these Milwaukee M18 Fuel 1 key hammer drill and impact driver. And if you haven't seen the video, we actually got these on a tool deal. I'm going to link that video here so you guys can check out how we scored these sweet Milwaukee tools. But that's the first tools up. They're going in the Veto Pro Pack, and I guess I'm just gonna kind of sort of lay them in there in no particular order, and I'm gonna try to fit the charger in amongst them. So the kit came with the tools and 2 batteries and a charger, and you'll never guess the price. You'll have to check out that video. Unbelievable price on these tools, but it looks like it's all sort of fitting in there if I lay it in. This still zippers up. Pretty cool. Alright, perfect spot for those tools. Let's move on to the next ones. So, we're starting to get into the smaller tools. I mean, I do have some big ones still left in here. I'm thinking because will be my, my drill and my impact driver, I kind of want to keep my bits and all the accessories in the same pouch. But I'm trying to look and see where I can fit them. You can't really put them up there. I guess you could put like extensions up there maybe. But I have mine in cases, the DeWalt cases. And we actually did a video, who has the best drill bits, Milwaukee or DeWalt? And I'll link that video somewhere around here. It'll be up here in the sky. But I want to try to fit these 2 cases in where my drills, and it looks like, I don't know, I'm kind of forcing it at this point. Oh, there we go. Oh man, that was meant to be right there. If we fit them in standing up, and it should still zipper. It's gonna be a little bulky, but it should still zipper. And I think we might be able to get all these cases. I'm gonna open this case and see what's in here. So we have number 2s, extensions, and a couple nut drivers. But I'm gonna put that on the other side of the bag because it doesn't fit on this side anymore. I'm just gonna lay it in on the other side of the bag, and we're gonna move on to the next tools. And what's poking out of me first, that sounded weird, but what's sticking out of me for even worse, it's a hammer. A hammer's in my bag. This is an old hammer, and yeah, I'm wondering, I don't think we can really fit it in here anymore, so I'm gonna put it on the other side. We're gonna flip around to the other side. You can see this Veto Pro Pack. We actually did a couple videos on these Veto Pro Pack bags. Really well built. Had a friend of ours who's also an HVAC technician, King of the Crease. He does commercial HVAC, good friend of the channel, but I'll link those videos up here. So here's the deal with the hammer. We're gonna put the hammer in this side, and I'm thinking the only way this hammer is gonna go in is if I just lay it in there. And it lays in there pretty good. So moving on. Next up, to switch from the Milwaukee bag, is the Empire Speed Square. Whoa, beware, it's the Speed Square. We also have a video on this Empire Speed Square, but I have cards left. We have a couple. We have tips and tricks and we kind of teach you how to use this thing, but definitely must have. I'm looking for like a Speed Square pouch. I think maybe, I don't know if I want to put it on the other side. I want to keep it with the hand tools. There isn't really a spot for this. I kind of just want to lay it in there. It lays in there pretty well, so I guess we'll keep it with the hammer. And now we're getting into the nitty-gritty, people. We got channel lock pliers, and I gotta tell you, made in America, Meadville, Pennsylvania. Classic tool. I got an old set and I got a new set. But this is definitely a must-have for HVAC technicians. A lot of times you're gonna be holding things with this that you can't grab with your hand because they're too hot. But I want to put these in a spot where they're easily accessible. And I'm thinking, because we do have spots in the front, I don't know if I want it on that side. Maybe I'll just tuck it in here with the hand tools. Should still be readily accessible. I'm gonna put one here and one here. You guys can see that. They're just back to back. You know how we go. Boy, I gotta tell you, this bag is holding a lot of tools. It's actually surprising me how many tools were actually in this bag. And you know, I just started HVAC at the school, and there was a list we needed to get, and on that list was a tape measure. Obviously, everybody needs a tape measure, and I just so happen to have a Stanley Fat Max. I like Stanley Fat Max. It's really smooth. The extension on it, I believe, I don't know, we've tested this one before. It's greater than I would say 8 or 9 feet, which is great to stand out. So Veto Pro Pack has included a tape measure hook, which is very awesome, very cool indeed. I'm gonna slide my tape measure on the hook. You guys can see it there. It's riding on the side now, and that's a great spot for my tape measure. It's readily accessible. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see what else is in this bag. This is the attachment, the handle for the hammer drill. This kind of fell to the bottom, which is why I didn't get it earlier. But I think we can fit it in there still, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm gonna show you. There's a pocket up here on this side. I think it can fit right in there if I get it in there. Let's see how it goes. That's not gonna go. So it's not gonna fit, but I think I can slide it in here somewhere. Either way, it'll be tucked in there. The bag will still close. Yup, still closes, so we're just gonna leave it on that side. You never know when you're gonna need your handles. Don't lose your handles, people. Next tool in the bag, woo! Empire Torpedo Level. I gotta tell you, it's magnetic. This is, we actually did a video. You can get these 2 for $10 at Home Depot. Great tool to have. Made in the USA, it says it right on there. And I think I'm gonna tuck this away in the hand tool side. There's a little pouch up here. I'm gonna see if it'll fit in here. I don't know how good an idea this is. It's not a good idea. It's not fitting. But there's a spot for it right here. Boom. Right next to the channel locks. Good spot. I like it. Moving on. We're digging deeper. This is a great tool here. This is a 5-in-1. It's a painter's tool. It's made to scrape things and pull nails out of walls. It's got a metal end that you can beat on with a hammer. It's great. This is one must-have tool, I believe, for anybody out there. It's got this indent to clean off paint rollers. It's really cool, and I've got a lot of uses out of this Husky, scraping things. I mean, it's sturdy. It's got no bend in it. It's flexible, must have. You can get this Husky 5-in-1, it's relatively inexpensive, and I'm gonna slide it on this side right behind the channel locks. Should fit pretty well. It does, gets right underneath the zipper. Awesome. Next up, we got a DeWalt sleeve for your drill, and I got a sleeve pocket right up here. That's going in the sleeve pocket. Awesome. Next up on this list is a Stanley 6-in-1 screwdriver. Now the importance of this is that you're gonna need nut drivers when you're in the HVAC, and I still have yet to pick up a set of good nut drivers. I think I'm gonna go with the Klein's, the multi-nut driver. That's like a 11-in-1 or 7-in-1 nut driver. But with this Stanley, it comes with 2 nut drivers, which are usually the most frequently found, the 1/4" and 5/16 nut drivers. So I'm using this Stanley for now. I think I can get by. If you guys have any recommendations for nut drivers and what you guys use in the HVAC business, let me know in the comment section below. I could use some help. But this is going in the hand tools section, and I think we're just gonna tuck it in. We're gonna try to keep everything on this side. Maybe we should even it out so I'm not like off kilter, but I kind of want to keep it uniform. Moving on, Needlenose Pliers. Enough said. We're gonna put these in here. Boom, right next to the screwdriver. We got a 6-inch Crescent made in the USA wrench, adjustable wrench. I have to pick up a couple more. I have to get a couple bigger sizes, 10 and 12 inch. But this one comes in handy. And I think I'm gonna put it right up here. Boom, done, over with. Now we have a utility knife, and this is a special one. This is the Stanley 10499 quick change utility knife. And you press this yellow button, your blade pops out, you flip it around, boom, pop back in. And then in the back, it has a spot that pops open where you can store more blades. I have a rusty blade in there now, which is not good. But I like this utility knife. It's just well built, you know, it's real metal. And you can throw this thing around and it's still gonna work for you. So I definitely like this. It's got a wire cutter here too, you know, a twine cutter. I'm gonna put this over here, right near the adjustable wrench. Boom, slides right in. We're doing great, we're doing great. That is it for the inside of the bag. I think we did a pretty good job so far. Now let's move to the outside. First thing, pencil. Pencil, it's must have for making measurements, marking things, letting you know where to make your cut. This is just a regular number 2 pencil that I sharpen with the utility knife. Most of the time I would put this behind my ear, but I'm not because we have to put this in the bag. I'm gonna put this down low in one of these little pockets, and it fits there really well. Down low on a DL, we're putting that pencil. Next up, we have a refrigeration wrench. This one is made by Ritchie Yellow Jacket. It's made in the USA. It has 4 different sizes. This is definitely a must-have. All your fittings are gonna probably take this tool. I think you may need to get this at a supply house. I looked for it at Home Depot. I could not find it. Luckily, I had this one. It's got 4 different sizes. It's got 1/4 inch, 3/8, 3/16, and 5/16, and that isn't for all your fittings. And must have for a beginner HVAC. And I'm glad I have it. And I'm gonna put this in a good spot, right up here. That's probably not a good spot, but I want to put it in one of these little. I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna put it in this pocket here so I remember where it's at all times. Right next to my sleeve. Boom, perfect fit. What else do we have? Oh, another must-have. This is an adjustable extension mirror. This is a telescopic extension mirror. It has a mirror on the end of it because you're gonna be getting into some tight spaces, and this will allow you to stick this in here, diagnose any problems, and I know this is a must-have for HVAC. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the inspection mirror. If you know who makes a good one, I'd like to know, but I'm just gonna tuck this one right in there, and I know where it's at all times. Next up in the front pocket, we have a flaring kit. This is a Husky flaring kit. I actually found this at the Home Depot. Usually I have to go to Supply House to find this. I looked for one at Lowe's, I could not find it. This is for putting flares on the ends of copper pipe. I'm gonna roll some footage so you know what it looks like. But this is definitely a must-have for a beginner HVAC technician. And definitely pick one of these flaring kits up. It is important. I'm gonna try to fit this in here by the hammer. I don't know if this is gonna work too well. Maybe down here, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. We'll fit it in there. We'll make it happen. That is it for this side of the. Let's flip it around and see what we have over here. The next tool that's sticking out. This is a deburring tool. When you cut your copper pipe, sometimes you can have little burrs that poke out. This deburrs it for you and smooths it out. You're gonna need a file too. I need a file. I do not have a file. But you stick this in the end of the copper pipe, you twist it around a couple times, and it deburrs it for you. Very important for HVAC technicians. You're going to be working a lot with copper and making fittings and soldering and that type of stuff. And your copper needs to be clean, and this will help you do it. This is an HDX. It easily switches out the blades. You press the button in the front, it clicks in and out. It came with an extra blade, which I think is really cool. And I'm going to stick that right there, boom, out of the way. Next up in the front pouch, we have a swaging punch, and this is used to create a seal between 2 of the same sizes of copper if you don't have a coupling. Most of the time you're going to be using a coupling, but let's say you don't have one. on you and you need to use a swaging punch, you put this on the end of your copper. You hit it with a hammer a couple times. It will spread open the copper and allow those two pieces of the same size to fit neatly inside one another, and then you're going to solder those two pieces together without a coupling, just in case you don't have one. This is very important, must-have tool for HVAC technicians. And this is another HDX. They actually had this at Home Depot. It was relatively cheap, and I've used it already. It works pretty good. One tip I would say with this tool is use some refrigeration oil when you're swaging copper pipe. It can get stuck in there. You can see there's rings built into the swaging punch. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has levels to it depending on the size of the copper. Don't go to the next, as far up to the next size as you can, and it'll make it easier to get out, because this thing will get stuck on you and it's a pain in the butt when it does. But we're gonna put this in the bag. We're gonna put it right here. Boom, it's in there. Last but not least, certainly not least, this is a definite must-have. Gotta have it for HVAC technicians. It's a pipe cutter. Gotta have it. And this is a Husky pipe cutter. It is a quick clamp, so if you press this, so it has a bolt it rides up and down on, and usually you have to keep turning to get to your piece of pipe or tubing. But if you press these buttons, it disengages from the bolt and it rides up and down smoothly. I like that feature. I think this is a pretty good pipe cutter. I used it a couple times. It cuts pipe pretty good. And this is the last tool. And I think I'm gonna slide it in this pouch up here. We're gonna see if it fits in there. I think it should, if I can get it open. Maybe I should put it in the front, I don't know. Nah, I'm gonna put this in the front. Let's put this in the front. You know what? We're gonna switch up the game. We're gonna turn the game upside down. We're gonna put the swaging punch, the deburr, and what else? Maybe a pair of channel. Now we're gonna put them in this front pouch. That way I know where they're at all times, and that's gonna come in handy. Boom, like butter. Let's see what we got. We're gonna close this up and see what the weight ratio is like. We got everything out of this bag. The only thing left in this bag is the paperwork for the drills. Let's see what we got. Not too bad, it's a little heavy. I need the weight though, I need to work out. So, we got the shoulder strap. I don't know about that. I mean, that doesn't feel too bad. It's a big bag, it's got a lot of room for a lot more stuff. I think I like it. Maybe I'm holding it wrong. That's not bad at all. Boom! Veto Pro Pack, fit everything. And got room for more. Just gotta get out of here. So I hope everyone enjoyed that video of what is inside my tool bag. I will be further amassing more tools, and I will be checking in periodically. I'm gonna try to tell you guys what's going on in school and what I've learned so far, and maybe do some how-tos of stuff I've learned and teach you guys what I'm learning as well, and try to help you guys out the best I can. But just getting started in the HVAC, and this is what I have. These are the tools I have, and I hope this helps you in some way. So if you like tool bag tours and seeing what's inside HVAC technician's tool bag and what tools they need, make sure to smash that like button. If you like channels that go live constantly, always are doing giveaways, have a very cool gang, a very cool community, then make sure you get subscribed. There's a little button below, it says subscribe. Once you hit subscribe, there's a bell right next to subscribe. You're gonna wanna crack that bell. Crack it like the Liberty Bell. Why do I say crack the Liberty Bell? Because we're from the Philadelphia area. Well, gang, I hope you enjoyed this tool bag tour and finding out what kind of tools are needed for the HVAC technician, just starting out. This is what I have. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want you to know I appreciate every single one of you. Glad you're here, glad you're a part of this channel. And but that's it. I gotta go. I think I'm late for school actually. I'll see you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Alright, just stay back there, do your thing. What's up, YouTube? Nick here for the hashtag Very Cool Guys. And if you don't know, now you know. But
did you like that video? Wondering what to watch next? Well, why don't you click over here and watch this video? Or click over here and watch this video. If you really like our content, we hope you consider getting subscribed by clicking right here. Thanks a lot, and have a great day, guys.